Alright, what's up guys? Welcome to another Is It Worth Buying video. In today's video, there's two things I'm going to be talking about in this video. I'm going to be talking about Flight of Nova, but I also wanted to talk on, because I just know people are going to bring that up as soon as I get to talking about this game, but oh, sounds like you're having a skill issue. You're having a skill issue. I get so sick and tired of hearing that. I don't know who started that trend of like, oh, when a person talks on their frustrations with a video game, just don't hear out their frustrations. Just say that they're having a skill issue and just leave it at that. And I'm like, man, it's at times I'm like, look, if you want to say whatever it is, I guess, like, if you're upset with the fact that I said something about your all-time favorite video game, go on your own platform and talk about it. Go on your own socials, go on your own YouTube channel, your own TikTok, I don't care. You go there and talk about it. But I'm still going to be frustrated with a game. I don't need nobody to tell me that, because my thing is this, you know, let's just talk on this skill issue stuff real quick before I get into the review. So my thing is this. If I'm playing a Spider-Man game, do you think I need to have my spidey senses tingling when I'm playing that game? No. Because they're like, we're not there. The gamer isn't worried about that. They're worried about slingshotting with criminals with webs, spinning them around buildings and stuff, fighting crime, fighting all these other different things. Especially with the last Spider-Man game, yeah, they're all worried about playing as Spider-Man, Peter Parker, Miles Morales, Venom. That was probably my favorite part in the whole game. But it's like, do you think that I need to go through a Venom experience to just know how to play as Venom? No. Because they know that the gamer is not worried about that. When I'm playing a video game, yeah, a racing game, Forza Motorsport or Gran Turismo, any of the Gran Turismo, I have to say it's a little bit more difficult. But it just even just throwing them two games out there, do you think you need to have experience of driving a car that does 200 miles per hour, or do you think they just gonna offer? They're like, nah, we just going to simulate what you know what a car feels like going at 200 miles per hour. But it's like you don't need to, because it's like I think that is one thing that I heard where it's like it gets extremely hot in those cars. So do you think I'm gonna set my room to 100 and something degrees just so I could get a full experience? No, because it is a video game. The thing is this, what people seem to forget is that with a video game is designed for the gamer to have fun. All right, and that's just something that I've known ever since I was a kid. The thing is this, even if we're going back like years ago, we're talking on like games that were coming out on the Atari systems and stuff. Asteroids, for an example, that's like one of the only Atari games that I know. But it's like, do you think they need to know how to fly a spaceship just to shoot some meteors and some UFOs that's gonna be flying across the screen? No, because it is a video game. You're supposed to have fun with it. If my thing is this, if I want to learn a skill or learn about spaceships and all that stuff, what I'm gonna do is find the best possible school either in Washington State or wherever around the country or world that exists where they talk on spaceships. And then at some point in time when I graduate from that, then I'm gonna try to get me a job either working for some airline company or NASA, so I can learn more about planes and spaceships and stuff like that. But my thing is this, if I got $30, a Steam account, a gaming PC, a monitor, a keyboard, a mouse, how much was this controller again? Hold on for a second. Let me just see how much this Scuff controller, because you would think with this Scuff controller, okay, Scuff Envision controller, Envision price, Scuff Envision, $130 controller. My thing is this, you think with all that stuff, you're making sure that you have the best possible gaming experience. And it seems like now it's like, nah, it's just, it ain't even about that no more. It's like everybody wants to learn how to fly a spaceship. And I'm like, fam, I guarantee and I promise you, Flight of Nova ain't gonna be the game to teach me how to fly a spaceship. It's not. There's numerous games out there where I feel like it's a little bit more in depth when it comes to flying a spaceship. The only thing that this game really offers is I think that you're delivering stuff. You're flying around. Like they had like a free play so they got a free play mode, a rogue mode, and then the training. I feel like there might have been another mode, but overall though, it ain't like it's a game that's supposed to be teaching you about how to fly a spaceship. And I imagine that it's all like, I'm not going to invest $30. It's like, my thing is this, what am I going to learn investing $30 into, like, I guess, me trying to gain knowledge on flying a spaceship? $30 ain't gonna get me nowhere. $30 ain't even gonna get me to wherever the NASA headquarters is at. So that's what I'm saying. It's like, fam, at the end of the day, you gotta remember, it is people wanting to play a video game. It's people wanting to not be stressed. You know, because my thing is this. Imagine this. You have a long day at work or you have a long day at school, wherever, but you overall had a long day, stressful, upset, frustrated, and you're all like, you know what? All that I want to do is go home and play this Flight of Nova game. I want to play it for the first time. You play it for the first time, first couple of, training missions they have you do seems solid. Seems like a little walk in the park. So the mission that I got stuck on, and I'm like, now imagine you done had a long day and you got to come back home, or you got to come home and play that mission. Or training mission. So anyways, they wanted me to like line the spaceship up perfectly. So it's like, there's like these areas where it'll turn green to like let me know that is lined up perfectly. But the thing is this though, mind you, you're in space. That means that there ain't no gravity. That means that it's so like if your spaceship, as soon as you have it where it just needs to move to the left, it still keeps going, Okay, so let me move. You're sitting here, fam, I'm over here smashing buttons left and right trying to line this spaceship up, and I'm like, it would have been so much easier or less of a problem if they had just had an auto land feature. And I'm like, all these different space games, I done play, whatchamacallit, X4 Foundations. I feel like Elite Dangerous had a, auto land, mechanic or, feature and things. I'm trying to think of some other games that have stuff like that. Ace Combat, like something a little bit, it ain't like really a space sim, but still, it's in a form of a flight simulation and stuff. But it's like, the thing is this though. Even with those games, especially X4 Foundations, I've never really had nothing but, bad things to say about that game. But still, I will say that much, that when it came down to landing, there was no issue with that. So that's why I'm like, fam, I had to say I might have struggled a little when it was with X4 Foundation. But eventually, I think there was a spaceship where it's like, all you just had to do is just fly in the area and land. My thing is this, and that's how they could do it in Flight of Nova, where it's like, as soon as you get close to it, it's like something pops up saying auto land or auto dock. Okay, yeah, cool, yes, I accept, and then it does it for me. So at least then it's like, that's not the experience that I had with this game, is this stressful experience trying to dock a spaceship. No, it's me telling people, oh yeah, this game looks dope. It's like visually, because yeah, visually, I had to say this was probably one of the best like space sim or flight sim like games I've ever played. Where it's like, yeah, they have it where, you're having to like, it's kind of like No Man's Sky a little bit, but anyways, it's like, I'm trying to think, even No Man's Sky, even they have like an auto docking or landing feature. So that's what I'm saying, man. It's like, look, you gotta remember that it's like people are just wanting to casually play this game and have fun. I'm not trying to learn or develop anything. I'm just playing a video game, bro. If I want to learn and develop stuff, there's schools, there's YouTube videos, there's documentaries, there's movies. There's so many different things in this world that can teach me that. I would rather spend the thousands of dollars to learn how to fly a spin. Imagine that's how much it's gonna cost, especially going through school. Then it's like all that other stuff. You gotta get books, all that, and traveling around and things. I'm saying I would rather spend that money than to spend $30 and learn it. No, my thing is this. If I got a Steam account and I got a bunch of gaming equipment, guess what I want to do? I want to play a video game, all right? So that's what I'm saying. It's like people, and this just is to any developer out there. If you're coming out with a game that's supposed to be simulating something, don't make it over the top to where a person's all like, well, fam, I might as well just go out and do the real thing. No. A person's trying to play a video game. So I'm like, man, I thought I was calm from earlier, but it's like, it's so stressful when I play a video game, and it's like, it just feels like the developer forgot that it's gamers that's wanting to play the game. And it's like if the thing is this, if not that, then there needs to be a platform for like the over-the-top, difficult, challenging simulators, and then there needs to be Steam, Xbox, PlayStation, where them are the consoles and the platforms where it's known for gaming. But stuff like this, I'm like, either you need to tone it down a little bit, or you need to put it on a platform where simulations and all that stuff is welcome. But to me, it's like, you gotta remember that it is gamers, again, gamers that's wanting to play this game. Again, not trying to hear nothing about no skill issue crap. Because if that's the case, then I'm like, then they need to offer a more realistic experience when playing as Spider-Man. You need to actually develop Spidey senses and stuff like that. But if not that, then guess what? If you go out and you get you a PlayStation 5 and you go out and get Spider-Man, you're playing a video game. You're not trying to actually learn how to play or be Spider-Man. So that's why I'm like, people need to, that's one thing we need to leave in 2024 and not carrying on in 2025 is that whole skill issue argument. Cause it's like, fam, that's not helping nobody. All that's just gonna do is just cause another argument. So that's why I'm like, I ain't hearing nobody that gotta say that. You just keep that to yourself. I ain't trying to hear all that. So all I'm asking for, because the thing is this, I will keep this game on my radar. As soon as I see that they added an auto land and docking feature, I will be more than gladly to spend my $30 on this game again. Matter of fact, I will wait until this game is out of sale just so I could go give it like the developer the full price that they're asking for this game. But if they don't add that, then it's like, fam, there ain't no, like, if you're somebody like me where you're low patient and you just trying to play it, it's probably best you avoid it. But it's like, yeah, if they don't add that, then I'm like, I ain't gonna fool with it. Cause it's like, it's just, I'm not trying to get stressed when playing the game. I'm not trying to like spend the majority of my time just trying to dock a spaceship. I'm trying to explore other areas of the game. It's like, I feel like developers, they think like, oh, okay. And I'm not saying that it's this developer behind this game, but I just feel like there are developers that purposely do that. They know that it's like, okay, we know that there's a 2-hour and 2-week window for a person to get their money back for this game. So let's add some stuff in there where they're going to be sitting down playing it for a long period of time. But it's like the game, you know, it's just areas of the game that ain't fully developed. So let's just develop this part first. The reason why I say that is just because I remember when I played Call of Duty, and I'm not saying it was the same with Flight of Nova. I would say this game is a little bit more developed than that Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2. When I was like, they released that a couple of years back, and they was like, oh yeah, let's release the campaign, that works, but everything else with the game was broken. So that's what I'm like, and they're like, oh, let's have it where it's like, yeah, they spend it was well over the 2-hour window. It was well over the 2-week window. I couldn't get my money back. So that's a game that I'm stuck with. I'm not trying to have that with video games. The thing is this. I want it to be like a game where I can play it for a long period of time, but at the same time, I'm not trying to have it where there's areas on the game that I'm just going to get stuck on, and I'm like, that's not me playing it for a long period of time. That's me getting stuck on a game. I'm not going to want to play no game where I'm going to get stuck on it. My thing is this, if I can't go beyond wherever I'm trying to do and things, it's like, what's the point of even playing the game if I'm just gonna be getting stuck on stuff? So I'm saying it's like that, it's things like that where it's like, you know, you gotta just tell the developer, I'm like, find a game out there, right? Find like a game that you don't know nothing about. Play that game. So you get stuck on something, and I'm all like, what do you think you're gonna want to end up doing? You think you're gonna want to just continue on playing it, knowing you're gonna get stuck on that same part over and over and over again, or you gonna want to get your money back? So it's one of those things, and I guess, yeah, if you're somebody like me, but if you're somebody where it's all like, you know, your patience is high, you don't get mad and all that stuff when playing a game, then yeah, it's like, of course, you're just in a better position than I'm in. But it's like, when you played a lot of different video games like that this year, yeah, it tends to have an effect on you. It tends to have an effect where it's all like, yeah, you know, games is gonna be out here stressing you out and things. But it's like, that's, again, you guys are a video game. They ain't like no real, my thing is this, again, if you want it to be something else, then you need to publish it somewhere else. But Steam, places, that's where video games are sold, bruh. So it's like, that's just something that it's like people just need to know and understand. But anyways, with that being said, I will talk to y'all later. Thank you guys for watching. Like, subscribe if you're new to the channel, and peace.